robustness of the St. Pete Boxing Club, to his old school longtime trainer Dan Birmingham and the style of their workouts.
We're gonna win this fight. I guarantee it. Post-fight interview, you could say, Dan, you were right. Come on, champ.
The WBA welterweight champion is heading toward the biggest fight of his life. But in order to know where Keith Thurman is going, it's important to reflect back on his January 26th bout, which took place after a 22-month layoff due to injuries.
The undefeated champion Keith Thurman, which his title up against Josecito Lopez.
You can see why Thurman's champ of the world, why he's undefeated. He's just really slick in there.
He looks so much quicker than Lopez, at least in the early rounds. Lopez.
It was exciting to create the knockdown after a 2-year layoff.
Josecito stepped in and clipped him with the left hook right on the tip of the chin.
But I knew he was tough.
Lopez is stalking him. He's starting to hunt down Thurman right now.
Oh, he's got him off balance. And Lopez hammering away.
He hurt Thurman with the left hook and the right hand.
The head knocked backward.
Every fighter knows when they're getting rocked. The term that we use most commonly is your bell got rung, right? He rung my bell, and I was in survival mode. He does it again. Boom, snaps my head back. I'm like, that's not nice.
Ooh, that's a great right hand by Thurman right there.
Luckily, I was fully conscious, I was fully aware, and eventually I got back into the fight.
Oh, Thurman showing his stuff. The last 3 rounds he's won.
And still the undefeated WBA welterweight champion of the world, Keith, one-time Thurman.
After a performance where Keith Thurman didn't show the public the best Keith Thurman, he has evolved. Now he has made changes to his training team.
The game now, come on.
Adding his auntie, Kimberly Daynerd, whose main focus is getting Keith to his target weight.
Just come up and go back. Yep.
I've always trusted my Aunt Kim for multiple reasons. And the first reason, obviously, she's family. The second reason is she's a tremendous athlete herself.
My primary focus here training with is getting to 147, making sure the diet, nutrition, and training all boils down to him making weight, obviously giving a good performance when he fights Pacquiao. 2 more.
If I told you the mathematical formula of how much I get paid per pound, I'm pretty sure there'd be no fat people in the world.
We'll break. There's some water back there.
Every pound that I lose is over 6 figures in the bank, man.
The final piece of Keith Thurman's training triumvirate is Llewellyn Murphy, or Yo, as he's known. Yo is a former professional football player, and his job is to dig and find something within Thurman that will translate to improvement in the ring versus Manny Pacquiao.
My job is to find out his weaknesses. He's a 99 percentile in the world as an athlete. How do we find out 0.5%? Focus on his priorities, his weaknesses. There are not a lot of them, so little small changes is all we try to make.
My last training camp, I didn't have one strength and conditioning coach, and now here I have 2. I just don't want any excuses. July 20th.
Come on, champ, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, champ, don't fade, let's go. Attaboy, attaboy, stay up, stay up. 3, 2, time. We done, man.